The question of should I eat back my calories burned comes up frequently, and the answer is no. So the reason for that is ultimately when we figure out your total calories needed to either be in a calorie deficit, maintain your body weight, or be in a calorie surplus to gain body weight, your activity level is a multiplier when we figure out that equation. So when we figure out the equation of how much calories do you need to take in every day to elicit the response you want, that's an equation of your current body weight, your age, your gender, and your height, and then those are constant, those don't change. And then from there we have a multiplier of activity level. So it ranges from sedentary to extremely active. And basically that's not just your training, it's how, actually a bigger portion of that is how physical are you in day-to-day life? Like, do you have a manual labor job versus you work at a desk? And then how much do you train on top of that? So when we get into training and we look at our Apple Watch or we wear heart rate monitors and it says, congrats on your bike ride, you burned 600 calories, that's already baked into the equation. So the way that I really like people to look at this is we're gonna figure out your calories. So if you're looking to be in a calorie deficit, you're gonna be burning fat just by losing body fat, just by eating that amount of calories in your normal life. So any movement you do on top of that, you can look at it as accomplishing your goals faster, but eating back your calories becomes a slippery slope for a huge reason that most people will over-exaggerate, and watches and all the things that we do to track this stuff will often overinflate how many calories you're burning, for the reason that what's more exciting? Looking down after going super hard for an hour and being like, sick, I burned 175 calories, versus looking down and being like, 750 calories, baby, let's go. Like, what's gonna elicit a more positive response? The inflated one, of course it will. So that then will lead to feeling like you have this freedom to eat back an insane amount of calories. Then week in, week out, month in, month out, you're not actually seeing any progress because you're not in a calorie deficit. So people will often overestimate how many calories they're burning, underestimate the total calories they're bringing in. So if you just know that that's baked into the equation when we figure out your overall calories from the jump, from the start of this, you know that if you're moving more in a day, congrats. You're getting closer to your goal of accomplishing that body fat loss.